I really don't want to make this video. It's been hard for me to even think about doing this because it's like a confirmation to a reality that I don't want to accept. I feel like I've been in denial, I guess. I don't even know how to get these words out of my mouth. But my precious Nyla's gone. Oh no. She didn't make it. I'm going a little backwards in the story just so that you can hear what happened. Nylah went into cardiac arrest, but I explain that later. The thing is, the footage and the audio is like really bad. The quality of that footage is bad. There's nothing I can do about it, but I wanted to share that real moment with you anyway. So bear with me for that part of the video and like try to listen. I put the captions and then you can hear everything that happened before Nylah passed. You'll see that in a moment, but what happened after, about 7:05 p.m., Nylah was pushing so hard that whole day. She was pushing so hard. They knew that she probably it was only a very short time before she was gonna go. And they asked me, did I want to euthanize her? And I really didn't want to do it. And listen, don't jump to conclusions. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? I want you to hear this. So I looked at the doctor. This was when I had another visit with Nylah, and I felt like I knew just by seeing her that things weren't looking up. And I said to the doctor, I'm crying, looking at Nylah, and I was like, I turned to him and I said, do you have any pets? And he said, I did. I had a dog. And I was like, did you have to put him down? And he said, yes. I said, I know you're not allowed to tell me this. And I was like, but please, I need your help. I can't make this decision. I need your help. I was like, what would you do? What do you think I should do? And he's like, he looked at Nylah and he said, I think that this is it. Like, I think that it's time to let her go and euthanize her, and it'll be okay because she'll be with you in your arms. And I was crying, but then it dawned on me, what am I gonna do with Nylah after this? Because all of this happened in like 2 to 3 days. There were no signs. Like, I wish I knew. And I do feel horrible. I feel guilty. I don't know. I'm doing all the stages of grief. But I was like, okay, I can accept that this is the time, but I need a couple moments. And I was like, can I come back? And I asked, like, are there any resources? Do you know of a pet cemetery? I didn't want to cremate her at all. And he didn't know of any resources. Anyway, I went back to the waiting room. I was panicking, like my mind, and also knowing about like what's about to happen and what is happening. And I'm just like trying to figure it out. I'm making all these phone calls, and like there was no answers because in New York City, they don't have any pet cemeteries, and I didn't know what to do. And then in this time frame of me, it might have been like 20 extra minutes. I am glad that this is how it happened because I couldn't have lived with myself if I had to euthanize her. I'm so glad that I didn't. But they came running back to me again and they were like, it's time. And I just felt like I was in a movie scene because I looked at her and I was like, it's time. And I just started running up the hallway in the hospital. And I busted through the door in the intensive care unit. And it was just like this chaotic moment. All the doctors were surrounding Nylah. And I just like pushed through. And she was there in her cage and she had all this stuff hooked up to her. And like she's taking her last breaths. Oh my God, Nylah. I miss her so much. And she was gasping, but they told me that this is normal, like this is how it happens. She took her last couple breaths. She was like, and I was there, and I was like, I was holding her little pulse, and she was slowly passing, and you could hear the monitors beeping, and her heart rate's declining, and she's like going out of it, and then I could see her little tail. It got puffy, and I'm just like, Nylah, you're scared? Oh no, honey, it's okay, don't be scared. And I'm like petting her tail, and I was just petting her and telling her how much I love her, and like to please come back to me in any way she possibly can, because I want her. I got to say a lot of things to her that I wanted to, but she passed. She passed. She's not here with me anymore, and it really, really hurts, because Nylah was my baby. Like, she meant the world to me. I say this and I really mean it. Like, she's still so special to me. I just can't believe, like, I wish I was in a nightmare that I could just wake up. Like I hate this so much, and it's really unfair. Oh, I miss her. Anyway, I wanted to share prior to that moment of what I just described, which was the end. So please listen to that. Then you can kind of hear more of the story. And there was like this miraculous moment when she went into cardiac arrest the day before, and I explained to you how she came back to life, and I had my last moment with her because she looked at me in the eyes, and it was so special. I'm telling you, I know she came back because she couldn't leave without me either. Like, she couldn't leave without saying bye to me, and I know it. Like, I just know it. Oh, but I kind of explained that story, and I know it's hard to hear it, but you can read the captions. I know this is going to be hard for me for a really long time. Also, I've seen a lot of comments, and a lot of you want to support in some way, or whatever you can do. What I will say that would be helpful is if you like the video and you comment, like put purple hearts for Nylah, because purple's her color. Like, it reminds me of her so much. And please share your favorite memories in the vlogs with her. The reason I say to like and comment is because, unfortunately, like, the way the algorithm works nowadays, like, not everybody will have the ability to see the video if it doesn't go to their subscription box. And I would love as many subscribers as possible to be able to see this video, because I know that Nylah was really special to everybody as well, and I want everyone to hear about what happened. An extremely brief update on Bambu. He's right here with me. I don't know yet what's happening with him. Honestly, I really don't. I'm trying so hard, everything I can, for him so I can sustain his life as long as I can. You'll have to keep up with the next couple vlogs that I haven't had a time to edit yet. He's with me for now, and I don't know what's happening. Also, for Nylah, there was no complete answer of what happened to her. They were suspecting maybe FIP, which is a feline coronavirus. She got testing for it. It came back negative, but the testing came back like not even while she was still alive. It came back after that, because these tests unfortunately take so long. Before she passed, they ended up finding these nodules on her liver, 3 nodules, and they were going to do a biopsy of them to see what it was and hopefully come up with a treatment plan. But because her state was so weak, they weren't able to even do that. And then she ended up passing. I'm still shaking. I'm the only one here right now. I came back after I got Bambu home because I got a phone call. And they said that Nylah, because she's still here in intensive care, that they didn't think that she was going to make it overnight. I think I told you guys this. My mind is all over, but Nylah was in cardiac arrest today. Her heart stopped and she died. And she literally came back. I was freaking out. I was here when it happened. I was with Bambu. And they came, they like rushed. And they pulled me into a room. And they told me Nyla's on cardiac arrest. Do you want us to resuscitate her? And I was like, I just was bawling. It was really awful. I thought I lost her. I thought I lost my baby. And I prayed. And I was freaking out. And I was like, Mommy, Daddy, please. Like, you can't let her go. Like, give her the strength. And I'm like, baby girl Nylah, like, please, you got this. Like, you gotta be strong for me. Like, come on. I don't know how. They came back in the room and they told me that Nylah made it. They said she wasn't in good condition, but they revived her. And I'm so grateful they did. I went to the back and I was able to visit her after that, like right away. It's funny because I always call Nylah my little miracle kitty. I've always said that to her. I was like, you're my little miracle kitty. She did a miracle. She's a miracle kitty. And I asked them, I was like, is this common? They said, yes, it's common for animals in intensive care to go under cardiac arrest, but it's not likely that they come back. That was pretty rare, and I feel like it's special. And what was so cool is Nylah looked at me. She was like sleeping, but I went in and I was talking to her, and she perked up. And it was like her eyes, like if you have cats, like you know their pupils, when they close, the skin overlaps their eyeballs. So it was kind of like that. She like opened her eyes and she looked at me. And I'm just like, Nylah, I love you so much. You got this, baby girl. Like, you gotta push. And she's looking at me. It was so sweet. And she meowed at me. And then she laid back down, and the poor girl, she was in so much pain. I have that video. Maybe I'll put it right now so you guys can see it. But she had this little, it wasn't a cast, but it looked like a cast on her leg. And I know that cast is like so uncomfortable for her, but she needs it. So she was trying to adjust to get comfortable. Anyway, after that happened, and she was a little bit better, they wanted to remove the fluid again in her chest, because that's what keeps accumulating and it's pushing on her lungs and it's making it difficult for her to breathe. Anyway, they did remove more fluid and she was stable enough that they sent me home. And then I got the phone call, and that's when they told me they didn't think she was going to make it. They said she might go into cardiac arrest again. If they try to revive her, it becomes a little more risky the second time around. That's why I'm here like now. And I was able to visit her when I came in, and she's just really, she's weak and she's resting. I just want to push for her too. She perked up again, like she did the little perk up for me. I was like, Nylah, I'm fighting for you. And then she perked up. It's almost like she's telling me like I'm fighting too, Mama. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I love her so dearly. She really is so special to me. Like, I can't express this love and this connection I have with her. It's almost like unheard of. I know a lot of people have a great bond with their pet, but my bond with Nylah is like, it's real. It's like so deep. I feel like we really understand each other, and I love her. And I know she loves me, so I'm fighting for her. And I'm the only one here. Anyway, that's the update for now. I'm going to try to sleep. I'm not tired though anymore, but I'm going to try to sleep a little bit. It's 5:30 a.m. Keep saying prayers. Keep sending positive vibes. I just want it to be like this cloud of positivity just flowing in. That's all I need. Hi, Nile. I love you. Nylah. What should I do, baby? I wanted to also share that after this all happened, I brought Nylah home. I personally refused to cremate her. It's just not something that I can do. I knew that I would figure out where she would be going, and I did, which was the best possible place I could possibly imagine. Anyway, so I brought Nylah home with me, and all I was like hoping for and praying was that Nylah could come home with me and I could just cuddle with her and hold her again. And it wasn't how I imagined at all. I was imagining that she would be alive, but I felt thankful that I was able to have her in my arms one more time. And I later, she had a coffin, like a cardboard coffin. I placed it next to my bed on the floor. I know she would have wanted it just as much as I did to like have our last night together. So I laid on the floor and I slept on the floor right next to her. And I was petting her. And I lit some candles in memory of her. And I played this like really special healing music. And it was beautiful. I'm gonna share that clip with you. But I know that this may, if you're uncomfortable with death, you might not want to watch this part. So I would say you can like pause or shut the video off now, because I'm going to share that with you.